Wow, as hy begin rekord dan sit hy gewoonlik asem. Dankie. Kan almal ons hoor en sien?
Yeah, we can see you loud and clear. Can hear you loud and clear. Afternoon, colleagues. Hope everybody is doing well. I'm joined by our coach, Julian Redlinghuys and Mone van der Berg, our scrum half. We've got about 15 minutes with him to chat ahead of our game this weekend against Connacht. I'll do it by raise of hands, and then we can take it from there.
Hoi, Takie. Jy doen 'n goeie job, hoor.
Oh, Jules. So kind of you. All right, we'll start with Carl.
Coach Julian, I think the most difficult question, how can you keep on motivating the players? I know you've still got a mathematical chance of making the playoffs, but how difficult is it to motivate the players after a loss like Saturday?
Yeah, Carl, thanks for keeping the hard questions for later. Nah, but it's actually not a tough question. I think, Carl, the big thing is a professional player is motivated by himself. I think internal motivation is the right kind of motivation. The right players will have the right motivation. So, yeah, as coaches, it's not really our job to motivate the guys. It's our job to get the guys prepped and stuff. The guys, like Krappy sitting next to me, they are internally motivated. So, naturally for the team after not a good performance or consecutive not good performance, it is something that can influence your confidence or influence your motivation. But yeah, we drive internal motivation and guys being ready themselves. So yeah, for us, it's harder. If you win, nothing is needed. If we lose, there is work to be done. But yeah, for us, we've got a good bunch of guys and they are motivated by themselves.
Copies in, I think Coach Julian just threw the ball into your hands. The first half, it really didn't seem like you guys were motivated. Why? To what would you ascribe what happened in the first half? Because the second half, it looked a lot better.
Yeah, I think the frustrating thing is we've seen that pattern over the last few games. I can't put... I can't say to you what exactly it is. It definitely isn't a lack of willingness. I think it's maybe because we're trying too hard. There's a couple of factors. But it is like I said, it is a pattern that we did identify that went through our last 3 or 4 games, and it is something that we really want to rectify. And it is something that we spoke about the last 4 weeks, but yeah, I really think it's time that we stop speaking and stop acting on it and start acting on it.
Appreciate it, sir. I won't put you on any more pressure.
Thanks,
Please
Carl.
do.
Thank you, Carl. Annemie?
Hi, everyone. Thank you.
Annemie.
Julian, have you got any updates for us on the injury to Frankie Horn at the moment?
Yeah, we're not quite sure what the extent is of his injury as of yet, but we know he's not available for this weekend. So, yeah, him as our captain, he is a loss for us, but the guy stepping up now is getting opportunity, and we're excited to see them go now.
And just for Morne, continuing on the vein that Carl started, I'm sorry about that. You know, you would always expect a team to kind of peak at this time of the season. And it seemed like in your last 4 games, obviously, you've just deteriorated in form. And it almost looked on Saturday like everyone was trying too hard. And when you try too hard, you also make a lot of mistakes.
Yeah, yes. I think in the beginning of or in the middle of the tournament, we would have thought we'd peak in the last 4 games as well. But that is the situation that's in front of us at the moment. We didn't play well enough, good enough. And yeah, that's something we have to fix in the present moment. So we didn't peak, but that doesn't say that our best rugby isn't ahead of us. I fully believe in the guys and the players that's going to play and the boys and the coaches and everybody's buying in that whatever is going to happen this weekend, we're going to give out everything to be the best in that moment that we can be. So yeah, trying too hard was maybe definitely one of the faults. I can put my hand up 100% from my side that could have been a problem that I had the weekend. But yeah, I think we all are buying in to get that cohesion this weekend, to play as a team, and to really put our foot forward to end off the season on a big high.
Thank you and good luck for this weekend.
Thanks, Anime.
Thanks, Anime. Sarel?
I would just like to find out, have you got a sports psychologist, kopdokter?
Ja, ons het al in die verlede gehad, Sarel, ons het al ou gehad met ons ook gewerk het hierdie jaar wat ook baie goed is. Ja, so ons het nie 'n permanente ou nie as dit jou vraag is, Sarel, maar ons het ouens wat ad hoc inkom en met ons boodskappe kom deel of goed met ons adres.
Okay.
Thanks, Sarel.
Thank you, Sarel. Ati?
Thanks, man. Coach, sorry, can I ask if you can please translate the response to
Sorry
Sarel's
about
question?
that.
Yeah.
I didn't think
please
about
translate.
that. But yeah, what I said is we used to have guys in the past, and also during this season even, we did have a guy coming in to talk to us, yeah, which was helpful, but we don't have a permanent guy, if that was Saul's question.
Yeah.
That's
Coach,
correct.
Coach, just looking at what Cash said on the weekend after the game, obviously not pleased and a bit confident that you guys still have the chance to make it to the playoffs. But then generally from your view, I'm looking at the chances of going to the playoffs and how much pressure the coaching staff is under, considering that you guys have come close to making it the playoffs last season. And this year, you had this home stretch of 4 games. I mean, how much pressure is the coaching staff under in terms of reaching those playoffs?
Yeah, we've spoken a lot about pressure in the last couple of days or the last couple of weeks actually, because there's different ways to look at pressure. Pressure can numb you, pressure can make you be within yourself, or pressure can be seen as a privilege, or like you see the Springboks do is they see pressure as there's a lot of South Africans are really struggling out there, and that's pressure. So we playing rugby, us being coaches of a game that we love, working with gentlemen that we really care for. Yeah, you can see it as pressure if you only look at results and you only look at, and it is necessary. This game is not played to be nice, or it's played to be won. It's played to get into playoffs. So that's why Coach Cash would say we're not happy with our performance. We're not happy with the way we're playing. But I can't say that now all of a sudden we're under pressure and we're doing strange things, and because then we're seeing pressure wrongly, if that makes sense, I think. So for us as a team, we're just looking to make a big step up collectively, and like you mentioned, is maybe the best rugby us playing our best rugby is still ahead of us. So that's what we're hoping for, and looking for a good response by the boys this weekend.
Krabi, just looking at what you mentioned right now in terms of the cohesion and some of the senior guys like you, maybe, sort of lost a bit of control of the game at key moments, made those errors. What do you sort of, have you guys had that chat, as the senior group speaking to the rest of the guys, in terms of, listen, looking at those mistakes and how you go about being better in the upcoming weekend, which is a very crucial game?
Yeah, I think, especially the senior group has to take control of the situation, especially if the team feels a bit under pressure, but also each individual has to take responsibility of their own role. I can definitely think of situations in the game where if you say I'm like you say, maybe a senior player, one of the seniors, where we just got momentum back, then I'm not going to ball from a kickoff. That's definitely not the response that we want from our senior players, for instance. And we as a senior group will definitely look to rectify that, to really lead well, and to really have a positive response this weekend.
Thanks, guys. Thanks, Buddha.
Thanks, Ati.
Thanks, Ati. Rowan?
Hi guys, I just wanted to check, Coach, what type of game were you expecting from Connacht at the weekend, and how do you plan to counter that? Thank you.
Yeah, I'm sure you would have watched the game against Stormers as well. It feels like they're starting to play better and better rugby as the season's progressing. I thought they were unlucky. It was a good call about obstruction, I believe, but they actually scored in the finishing minutes. Actually, I think after 80 minutes. So could have been a win for them. So they're definitely sitting this week and saying they would have or could have had one win already in South Africa and definitely targeting this game. Yeah, so they're a good attacking team, like all the Irish teams. Good in structure. Yeah, good attacking team. Defensively, they're going to put pressure on us. Kicking game, they got a decent kicking game. So they've got a good all-round game. They're also in the run for the playoffs. So yeah, not neglecting any effort from their side or not expecting any not energy from them. We're expecting a good game from them. But like we'll always also say is like a lot of the focus was on us this week and us being together, us having cohesion, us being the best we can be and responding as good as we can be.
Thank you.
Engels is goed,
Thanks, Rowan. George, you guys are good, eh? You guys are good. Can we take two more? Anybody hands up?
English is on
Before we close
prepaid,
off?
gentlemen. That's the problem.
Have you got any more questions? I don't see any. We've got. Okay, Carl, go for it.
I'm going to be difficult again. Crappies, if you go onto social media and everything, it's not the players that must be fired, it's the coaching staff that must be fired. Julian, I haven't seen your name. How do you guys as players respond to demands from your spectators and your supporters and everything, claiming the heads of the coaches?
Yeah, like, to be honest, when it's not going so well, you stay as far away as possible. So you don't want those things to get into your mind. But then, like you said, it does filter through somehow always. So you always get to hear somebody call you and say, "Hey, yes, yeah, wat gaan aan?" or something like that. But then we have to take. So here's my answer finally. Sorry about that. We know what's going on in the camp. We know the type of men that are leading us. We know who Cash is, what he stands for, and I'm willing to fight for that. I'm willing to fight for each and every single coach, each and every single player. And the beautiful thing is they willing to fight for us. So there's always going to be noise. And at this stage, it's loud. But inside here, in the union, we tight, we strong, and we're willing to fight for each other. And I think that's the most important part of it.
Great stuff. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Carl. Thank you so much. Thanks, everybody. Really appreciate your time. Coach Julian, Krappies, thank you so much for your time. Have a lekker day further.
Thanks, Takir.
Thank you.
Lekker middag, julle almal.
Bye.
Cheers.
Bye.